welcome Nicolas. Nicolas Bourquin is the founder and creative director of Onlab. So the strange thing is it's Swiss design studio in Berlin, is that correct? So it will be interesting to see how this do, if such a thing as a Swiss and German design culture exists, how they can things together. Onlab is a graphic design studio that focuses mainly on identity and especially editorial projects. And what they do is not only designing, but often they are also curating of the content of the books. You might have seen Data Flow, which is one of the recently they also curated not only design. So I have been also responsible for the redesign of Domus, the magazine, and section magazine for not the current design, but the one that was done 3 years ago. Is that correct? Domus? Okay, more or less. So it would be interesting to see how their approach to editorial design, how they subject approach a few books that you'll have the chance to see end of the lecture. And also after the presentation, we will be trying for questions from your side, so you're invited to.
Please, if you have questions during the presentation, please don't hesitate to ask questions.
That's good to know. And also, what I heard from Nicolas is going to do kind of non-linear presentation, so the subjects will be chosen on the way, let's say. We have a choice of project to present. So it's now time for you to give the microphone to you. You also hold that one. Okay, and thank you for coming. And
thank you very much for the invitation. I'm starting to show, to present to you where I'm coming from. But as you spoke before, I'm Swiss. I was born in Switzerland, in the French part of Switzerland. That's why I have a small accent. And I was born in a region, in the watch industry region. What you can see here is national sport. It is called Domus. It's a Swiss term, and it's a strange sport that is played just in a few villages in Switzerland. And the village where I'm coming from, this is a small city where I'm coming from. This is the last city with a team in the French part of Switzerland. And they are playing that 3 times a week. And just to explain you a little bit of the thing is that actually the people in the field are waiting for the ball, which is here. And it's quite similar to baseball. And the guy here, it's a mix between hockey, baseball, and pizza, cooking or something with the big plate. But the guy here is actually trying to shoot this ball as far as possible. And he gets points, of course, if he can shot really, really far away. And as you can see, this is a very, very precise sport. You have to concentrate. He shot the ball really far away, and actually, the guys here should stop the ball. In this shot, the ball falls out of the back. So this is actually one part. One play can take the whole afternoon. And during this time, here hidden on the side, everybody's drinking white wine. So this is where I'm coming from. I was studying in Switzerland. I studied in Biel, or Vienne in French. It's a small city, also part of this watch industry region. And I moved to Zurich just after my diploma, and then I created my own studio, as you can see. I created my own studio. I was just after my diploma. I was hired by redesign. It's a huge design company originally from Berlin, created and founded by Erich Wickermann. And in 2000, they create their new office in Zurich, and they were searching for designers as well as for clients. So I was hired by Meta Design. I was an employee, fixed position, and I worked for Meta Design during 9 months as an employee, and it was very good for me because we made a lot of competition to win some new clients in Switzerland. And through that, I learned a lot also about corporate design. I even had the opportunity to work with human once as well. But what was very, very good also is that I had the opportunity, because it was a German company, I had the opportunity to get to know people from Berlin that invites me after a few years, after a few months, who invites me to make a competition, design competition in Berlin. As soon as I was, so in Zurich, as soon as I was independent, they invite me in Berlin to make a competition for the Museum Island, which is a complex of 5 different museums in the middle of the city in Berlin, which was saved by the UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage. And they needed, in 2001, they made a competition for the whole communication of the island, as well as for the signage system. So I was hired in Berlin then for 3 months, and I had the opportunity there in Berlin to work for this competition. I was paid 3 months long, and the good thing is that we won the competition. We didn't even expect to win the competition because we were young and not experienced at all, but we won the competition, so that it allows me then to stay in Berlin and to develop my own project. I will show you some. I have some, but I don't have any. Or maybe two. Yeah, some picture of a studio in Berlin. This is me. This is Nicolas. She's our project director. She's in charge of the management of the project. As I told you, I started in Berlin alone with this project of the Museum Island, and the good thing was that I could work just 3 days a week because as we won the competition, and after that we had to adapt the competition results to the reality, because of course if you're doing a competition, it's always almost a utopia that you have to adapt to the reality. And the good thing is that I worked 3 days a week as an art director for the Museum Island, and 2 days a week I had the opportunity to work for myself. I will come back to that. Just a few pictures that you have an idea how we were working. This is our office. I forgot to present this guy here. This is Thibaut. He's coming also from the same region where I'm coming from. He started as a trainee, and he was so good that I decided that he had to stay, and I'm not just decided he wanted also to stay, so we decided that I can hire him as a junior designer, and then he gets the designer, and then now he's my art director, as you can see, giving advice. And so we have a studio that, as you can see, we can use it as a photo studio as well. But also we are, Thibaut and myself, we are teaching in different universities in Germany and Switzerland. So we can also have our students at our space organizing parties, as you can see, but also working with our team in our space. We have the chance that we have this beautiful terrace where we can also in the evening have a little bit of fun.